6, 5. We've got smoke. 4, 3. We've got ignition. 2, 1. We've got RIP takeoff. Condolences to his family. Big ups to the Self Love world. We got Hot Tub Torry in the building. We're going to discuss, hot tub health therapy. Is it a cesspool? I hear you can get Legionnaire's disease. I didn't even know that stuff was still going on. But that's what we're going to unpack here. So I'll save it for the show. Please like, share, subscribe. Chi-Town, you can cue it on your ready.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Oh yeah, I'll switch this up, so just let it roll.
Your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Let it roll. There's more coming.
We are, as they say, tangled in our anchor chain. Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
Show starts in 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
Hot tub.
When I was growing up, I was taught in American history books that Africa had no history, and neither did I. That I was a savage, about whom the less said the better, who had been saved by Europe and brought to America. And of course, I believed it.
And there's not going to be no killing without killing, gentlemen. With all due respect, definitely not going to be any killing without killing, you know. And I would like that to be clear for the record. I understand the fact that we got police in here. I wanted you to be here to understand what I said.
The world agrees. What you see is much bigger, cleaner, whiter, richer, safer than where you are.
Please repost the link and hit that like. We start in 2 minutes.
And even in this instance, if I could be a service to a 9-year-old girl or a 19-year-old woman or girl who wants to be a woman, is to really remember that self-love is the best way that you can receive love from anybody else, because it's coming from you. A lot of times we forget that. We look externally for this love. We look externally for this feeling of validation and adoration and approval. And It has to come from within.
In entering upon this course of instruction, each of you should,
This is the
as far as
kickoff.
possible, lay aside for the time being all previous theories and beliefs. By so doing, you will be saved the trouble of trying all the way through the show to put, quote, new wine into old wineskins, end quote. Luke chapter 5, verse 37. If there's anything as we proceed which you don't understand or agree with, just let it lie passively in your mind until you have enjoyed the entire show. For many statements that would at first arouse antagonism and discussion will be cleared and easily accepted a little farther on. After the show is over, if you wish to return to your old beliefs and ways of living, you are at perfect liberty to do so. But for the time being, be willing to become as a little child. For said the Master in spiritual things, quote, except ye become as little children, ye shall in no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven, end quote. Matthew chapter 18, verse 3. If at times there seems to be repetition, please remember, the Self Love Show is a lesson, not a lecture.
Silver.
Something's going on here. We got some sort of problem. Do you see me, Self?
Yes.
That's crazy. I don't see me on the Zoom screen. Must be the view.
You're on the screen.
Okay. All right. I had to put show self view. That's pro for the Self Love Show. How fella?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Mama said there'll be days like this. Mama said. All right, y'all. It's the Self Love Show in the building. Self Love Vision. See, I'm ready for the bathhouse, as they say. Welcome to the Self Love Show on This Ain't That Network, as we affectionately call it, TATN. It's one of the co-hosts, 9 Millie. All praise to the ancestors, the Most High, and definitely to my late beloved Mother Sky. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, because this is our Black Health series, number 7, as you guys can clearly read. But according to the CDC, African Americans have higher rates of hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, and stroke than any other racial group. These conditions can affect our quality of life and increase our risk of complications and death. One of the ways to prevent or manage these conditions is to adopt a healthy lifestyle, which includes regular physical activity, a balanced diet, and stress management. And if we're speaking on behalf of the CDC, we must say, get the jab out there. Jab that thing up. All right. But one of the ways to prevent or manage these conditions, again, is to adopt a healthy lifestyle. Today, we'll unpack, with some of the benefits and risks of using hot tubs for your well-being. Hot tubs are not just a luxury item, it seems, or a way to relax after a long day, or a way to get jiggy, with that significant and or other, you know what I mean? And or other. We don't know if there's, some sort of misgender. I mean, to each his own. Choose your mobile phone. But They can also have positive effects, apparently, on your physical and mental health, especially if you use them in combination with other therapies. We're going to look at the latest scientific evidence, and we've got an expert here, Hot Tub Torry, to guide you through the do's and don'ts of hot tub therapy. We'll also share some of Hot Tub Torry's tips and tricks on how to make the most of your hot tub experience, such as maybe adding aromatherapy, music, or other stuff. We're not going to say cannabis. We expect that by the end of today's show, you'll have a better understanding of how to safely use hot tub therapy so it can benefit your health and mental well-being. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another entertaining episode of the Self Love Show. Remember, these are lessons, not lectures. We're live and live in color. Today is Tuesday, November 7, 2023 at approximately 6:21 or 4:20 in LA. And as always, you cats can be anywhere in this magnanimous universe, but thankfully, we all chose to be here together. Here. Together. Bear down, shot down, bear down. We got a Hot Tub Torry now. We got an expert. These are lessons, not lectures. What you manifesting today, bro?
No, me, I'm manifesting love. What you manifesting?
Pure, magnificent, unfettered, unfiltered. Some say tough, some say harsh, but it's love just the same, good brother.
No doubt.
So it's been going over with you since we last had our show. Been in any bathhouses lately?
I was in the hot tub earlier today.
Hot Tub Torry.
Doing some
research.
Yep, brushing up on, get prepared for the show out there. And I want to say happy born day, heavenly born day for the saint. November 7th, 1963. 62. Yeah, 62.
That show got deleted, man. We covered the saint, man. We covered Cake, rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? That show got deleted. My mom,
Man,
that show got deleted. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, and YouTube, you bastards.
Yeah, strange things are afoot at the Circle K. All right, so so what to expect on today's show? We got the Self Love Show quote of the day. Of course, we have our More Growth and Development platform. It's a less than a minute video. Tune in, stand back, stand by, or tune out. Don't be ignorant, that's your business. Ignorance is a choice. Now, of course, we got tattoo tyranny out there. We're going to unpack, we're going to show our government interacting with the citizens, and we'll decide if we like it or if we don't. Of course, your mind is awful if you waste it. It's the Satan's workshop, so we're going to riddle you a dome teaser. We'll give you guys the opportunity to use your brain and matriculate and process an answer. Normally you guys aren't. You got it last week. Normally it's Self Love, Hot Tub Torry who takes care of business, but if no one gets it, I'll have the privilege of giving you guys the answer at the very end of the show, which of course is before my personal favorite part of the whole shebang, and that's of course where this brother summarizes our topic today on hot tub health, good or bad, with Hot Tub Torry, with a bit of prose right off the rip, right off the top of his dome. So that's what we got simmering for today there, fella. And you got any announcements out there?
Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, share far and wide. Let's get them in here. We've gotten to almost 1,700, looks like, subscribers. Good job, everybody. Thank you for telling your people like minds, and great work by TATN.
TATN.
Yeah, so TATN. And yeah, we're moving along. So y'all let them know that we should be monetized. Let them know, y'all. Get them in here.
And and big ups to Vic Marshall. Nuke did they do a jazz event on the Sunset Strip, some bougie ass hotel, but it's like first Saturday every month. You know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, they put the thumb up your bum for everything. But great people. Man, a lot of brothers was there, so appreciate that, man. I plan to attend again, but there's going to be some differences. Hey, we're going to Uber in and Uber back because that parking, boy, I can still smell.
Oh wow.
My thumb smelled like Lou Getsy's thumb.
Oh no.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Playing with the feather.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So so big ups. And yeah, you guys, appreciate you guys. We're getting up there. 1680 subs last time we checked. So yeah, more growth and development, and praise to the ancestors and to big ups to the creator of this whole matrix, on Self.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I was playing Madden and thinking about y'all and this whole, is this a, what do you call it, simulation? And I was looking at the fans out there. I'm like, so they're telling me that these fans, when I'm done kicking ass on this game, they all exit, you know what I mean, and go home to some imaginary land and act like they're doing something and got freedom of choice and free will. You know what I mean?
Madden.
Pink man can't do that.
I'm not sure about Madden, but if you got the Sims or something where that thing's always operating, you go back and check and they done built the whole city and all of that. That type of thing.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. So yeah, if there's any body who knows anything about this, I know a lot of cats who preach hot tub therapy and how it's helped improve them. So if anyone has any input, please let us know. This is an interactive. Self-love typed in the chat. Ask questions. Big ups Cap TV, who's in the building. Cap TV says, hot tub therapy. Hot tubs are nasty. Well, we're gonna unpack that. And Cap TV said, question everything. Yeah, nothing.
Gotta question everything out there. Gotta question everything. Welcome. Y'all know, 9 so eloquently put it, Self Love Shows about hot tub therapy, good or bad. I'm here to let you know my opinion.
Hot tub Torry.
As always, we have a very important video we want you to check out. But before that, we have the Self Love Show quote of the day. Hot tub therapy, the cure for aching muscles and a weary soul. That's hot tub therapy, the cure for aching muscles and a weary soul. Unknown.
You like that?
Yeah, it's all right out there.
You agree with that? It's a treatment.
Absolutely.
It's a treatment. It's not a cure. Well, we're going to unpack that.
Yeah, we're going to unpack that. Silverback More Growth and Development Platform. Number 1, repair our nation via reparations. We demand our silver back. Number 2, to connect our breadwinners with our activists. Number 3, show an accurate depiction of African American Chi-Town. 4, to shine a light on positive influences. 5, heal our community one person at a time. 6, provide an unfiltered platform for our influencers. 7, recycle the black dollar. 8, to provide mentors for the mentorless. 9, to close the gap between us and our pink kinsmen.
And number 10 is protect the women, children, and self by any and all means necessary.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you cats missed last week's show,
Ooh.
oh yeah, you better check that out. How violence in Iraq mirrors Gaza. That stuff, the community poll went up. I mean, it went up.
Yeah.
They were voting on that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Getting this interaction that we need from this edutainment.
There was a lot of votes for all of the above. That it was ignorant, that the violence and the gang violence is ignorant, that it's rooted in poverty, that it's mirrors Gaza, that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Interesting. And there's also another poll I wanted to mention. If you guys should take that related to today's show. It's right in the community tab on the channel. Get your vote in there throughout the course of the show. We're going to discuss the results by the end of the show out there. This is science, man. So
Science.
That's right.
It's not
I
the
took a
science,
couple of
it's the science.
I took a couple of courses on polling, probably, you know, and what do you call this? Surveys, probably slept through it. Even worked for a survey center downtown part-time. You know what I mean? So I know a little of the science behind it. Probably forgot it all, but I mean, it's got to be in there, right, Self? That's subconscious.
Science. It's science.
Yeah, it's science. You know what I mean? But today, it's about hot tub health. Good or bad. We got Hot Tub Torry in the building. Lessons, not lectures. Yeah, he's got a story to tell too. He may or may not have been to the other side, you know, and he's using this therapy and still playing basketball. But we're gonna save that, for a little bit later. All right, but as we move it along, Self, did you see 12 stalkers? It's a video, went viral, Inside Edition.
Not sure. Your creative titles.
Yeah, well, I know you stay pretty unplugged. Sharuka, big up Sharuka. She said hot tubs are nasty. She agrees with Cap TV. She says she knows what she does in there. She says she knows what she does in there.
Just called the cops on me for existing.
A Pennsylvania state trooper has been arrested for allegedly restraining a woman and having her improperly committed to a mental health facility. The district attorney of Dauphin County says this video shows Ronald Davis, while off duty, using substantial force against a woman who begged him to be released.
4 months after meeting you, I get tackled.
According to the affidavit, Davis admitted the woman was his ex-girlfriend. The district attorney says he also has a wife and children. Investigators also allege he obtained an involuntary commitment for the woman under the Mental Health Procedures Act after revealing text messages between him and the woman, which he claimed showed that she was suicidal. An investigation by state troopers alleges that Davis omitted context of the conversation in order to obtain the commitment authorization. The woman was involuntarily committed to a hospital for 5 days before it was determined that she was rational and the commitment was improper. Davis is charged with strangulation, unlawful restraint causing serious bodily injury, false imprisonment, simple assault, official oppression, and reckless endangerment. He's been suspended without pay from his job. An attorney for Davis said it is, quote, deeply troubling that a state trooper since 2015 would be denied bail for these allegations. He says he has filed a motion for a bail hearing later this week. He added that, quote, regarding the allegations, we're confident once all of the facts come to light that we will establish Mr. Davis committed no crime, but that he was acting under legitimate concerns for the safety and well-being of a young woman in need of immediate medical attention. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara Montalbano.
Yeah, there you go. Man. We don't know what's in his heart. You know what I mean? You know, I don't trust them when they don't have hair. You know, if they got that long hair like that drop dead gorgeous quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars, if they got hair like that, I trust them. You know what I mean? Here's my PIN number and, whatever you want to charge me for that. You know what I mean? But You know, I'm watching Fox. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Big ups to all the Fox walkers, but this ain't that network, huh, Self?
At all. This ain't that at all out there. It's ridiculous. He, I have a sneaking suspicion that she was gonna tell his wife about the whole situation out there. That's what,
Yep, and it looks like she might have been pink mailing them for MEP. Now, they said she wasn't psychological. You know, the doctors evaluated her, but yeah, she did. I mean, we don't know, but in my opinion, she looked like MEP. She might have been doing mathematics. And, he might be doing them too. Maybe, maybe not, but allegedly. But that could be part of what's going on here too, But tyranny, I mean, they threw the book at him. He didn't even get bail. Do you think he should have gotten bail?
No.
But he's been an oath breaker since 2015.
Right. That's why.
Yeah. And the judge is probably a female.
Strangulation. I didn't see any strangulation, but I guess they, he got charged with it.
And the judge is probably a married woman because he was married and everything. But Sharuka says everybody riding those jets. Well, we're gonna see because Hot Tub Torry's got another story.
Everybody.
Yeah, Hot Tub Torry's got another story, and this is what I used to say at my place of business when the guys used to be talking about they going here and there and they're doing this and that, and the therapies that they was getting and stuff like that, and smoking cigars, sitting in there like the mafia. You know what I mean? Next to some fat Italian guy, but it is what it is. I mean, everything is not for everybody, but we're here to break that down. So tyranny, Self, are you looking at tyranny out there?
That was tyrannical what he did.
Abuse of power.
Man. Him was,
had her in
control. Yeah.
Britney speared her, didn't he? Britney Spears, like you said, yep. He wanted to put her, make every, and then he could tell his wife she's crazy. She made all everything.
I pulled her over one time. She's been obsessed ever since. Then see how it worked. If it worked, it worked.
Exactly. Hey, you guys, please like, share, subscribe. We love your interactions in the chat. We're going to hit you with the dome teaser shortly. We'll see if you can matriculate. He's probably standing back there like Justin Fields, holding the ball. You're not like Tyson Bagent, everybody's hero. You know what I mean? Everybody's hero. Just doing it. Yeah, I know. Justin had a game like that. That's all they would have been talking about. Nobody would have mentioned Getsy's dumbass play calling. Nobody would have mentioned anything else that went wrong by other players. It would have been all on Pookie Fields. I said it. Ray Fields would have been, it would have just all been on Ray Fields like he was a #1 overall draft pick or something. Like we moved up to get himself from 3 to 2 and gave up 15 first rounders or something like that, But he's a Pookie. Everybody knows it.
I hope he plays tomorrow.
Me too. I can see him being able to play and personally maybe making a decision. I'm not going to do it. But if you're listening out there, don't listen to your cop. Your dad, he's 12. Your dad's a cop. I'm not going to call him a pig because I don't know him, man. He's probably a good guy. There's a lot of good cops out there. But what I'm saying is listen to me, Justin. Get out there and play like Hot Tub Torry just said. Beat shit out of Carolina. Get you a 10-day rest, come back in, win the next game against Detroit, and the world is yours. And Self, and everything in it.
Let's go.
That's right.
Bear down.
That's right. Win one for the thumb. All right, let's move on. We got Hot Tub Health tonight. We've got Hot Tub Torry in the building, and we are live right here on TATN, and this is the Self Luv Show. All right, Self, pink on pink crime. Does it happen? Does it not happen?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, big ups to Fox. Fox was in the box, Fox 13. This one's pinky parenting out there because, they're the best parents in the world.
An awful story here in Lake Wells. This 16-year-old who, by all accounts, had a big heart and a bright future is dead now after deputies say his father brutally murdered him.
See all that hair?
Staying with his granddad to help him out when investigators say Stephen's father killed him with a power saw. The sheriff calls the man evil and says because of him, a bright light in this community is gone. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer is in Lake
Fair
Wales.
use.
More.
An absolutely horrific situation in a Lake Wales neighborhood, and nearly 12 hours later, there are still more questions than answers. Topping the list, why did this father kill his son? Stephen Rada was 16 years old, full of life, and with a full life ahead of him, according to Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd.
He was just a stand-up, stellar young man.
Sheriff Judd says Stephen was living with his grandfather to help out while his grandmother was in rehab. As for the teenager's father, also named Stephen, the sheriff says he wasn't around much.
His dad had just shown up about a month ago.
Late Monday morning, the grandfather returned to his home on Old Bartow Road in Lake Wales. The elder Stephen was waiting outside.
And his quote was, "I wouldn't go in there if I was you. I killed someone."
Investigators say the person killed was his son. We're told he used an angle grinder, a type of electrical saw, to do it. Detectives haven't yet determined why.
It breaks our heart. There aren't adequate words to explain how horrific this event is.
But for Sheriff Judd, there are always words to describe people like the suspect, who he says was a career criminal. We're told he tried to get away, but deputies caught him about a mile away.
The family has reported that he's psychotic.
He's
got a history all the way back to high school of using methamphetamine. And you go, he might have had a mental health issue. Well, of course he did. People don't murder people unless they're nutso.
The sheriff says it's a crime that left a family broken. And although
This sheriff,
so far,
when they're minorities, he calls them savages and animals.
Evil person. We know
there
that
it is, evil.
He murdered his son today. And that son was a beautiful 16-year-old person.
And this comes a little more than
Drop
a week
dead gorgeous.
after a mother killed her 2 children in what the sheriff's office has called an apparent murder-suicide. And Sheriff Grady Judd says in his long career in law enforcement, he can't remember a time when parents killed their children in 2 separate crimes just 8 days apart. In Polk County, Aaron Mesmer, Fox 13 News.
Man, we won't have to have a law, man. Problem, reaction, solution. I'm reacting. Listen, I don't have kids, so, you guys bear with me. I'm just saying. Problem, reaction, solution. We've got to get out there and remove all the kids. They showed it on South Park. We've got to get all the kids out of the parents' households.
Yeah, now. Nope.
Sounds like that's what they're programming. Programming.
They are to a certain degree, Your children don't belong to you, they belong to the government and all of that type of crappy list.
Yeah, you just renting those kids.
Misnomer.
You better put them kids to work while you got them. I have them in the backyard planting cotton. That's why I ain't got kids. They know. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Seems ridiculous. Meth. That's all you can say. Meth. Yep, meth.
You can look at him and see that he killed somebody. He didn't even mention who.
Son. Right. Did he even know it was his son?
No, he probably didn't know. And then when they're on that map, they be up all night, up for weeks.
I wouldn't go in there.
Yeah, Mep was cracking every comedian in the world
with a saw.
Yeah, with a saw. You know what I mean? That's that son, that boy's son, and condolences to his family. That is sad, and it's a sick individual. And I'm gonna get you guys some clip of that sheriff when he's talking about melanated people and the disdain he had. Because if that was Ray and he had killed Lil Pookie, you really heard something about the sheriff Grady Judd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know what's in his heart.
That's right. All right, time to jump on topic here. Well, just about that time. Hot tub health. We have an official of hot tubbing. Hot Tub Torry's in the building. You can check him out on Twitter. He's big on Twitter. He's got some viral videos on there out there in the hot tub. We probably should have shot this show from the hot tub self. TikTok. Oh, yeah. Look at me. Yeah. I'm old. TikTok. There it is. TikTok. Phone lines are open. The phone lines are 424-900-6945. That number's what?
Troll free.
424-900-6945. That number's what?
Absolutely, positively troll free.
Trolls get what?
Holes around here, homie.
We'll make you what?
That's right. I'll be your Huckleberry. You know what I mean? We'll take you to Hollywood.
Let's go viral.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump off this dome teaser, which I will put in the chat, and then we can go ahead and get this whole shebang rolling. The riddle. So you guys riddle me this, use your mind, go inside yourself, figure it out, you know what I mean? It only helps. Here we go, Self. And Self, you should know this. What 5-letter word written in all caps can be read right side up and upside down? What 5-letter word, when written in all caps, can be read right side up and upside down? And I'm going to matriculate this into the young chat so everybody can use their brains.
Wow.
Riddle. All right. So the riddle is now, some people are visual learners, is now in the chat. You guys have time to matriculate. Feel free to post your guess. You don't lose points for wrong answers. You won't be eliminated or anything like that. Let's see if we can't get this figured out by the end of today's shebang. All right, so enough of the appetizers out there.
Let's quench the self-love nation's thirst.
All right. So you guys know this is our Black Health series. Okay. This is volume number 7. We've covered things from alkaline diet to, alkaline water, specifically to, how to reduce, blood pressure levels, we've unpacked it. We've done it for the melanated in us and the melanated in you. Today's topic is the hot tub health. It's something officially I, never did. To Sharuka's point, I don't know about those jets. Never had those personally in my own personal bathtub. I wouldn't object to it, but I did like, soaking in a hot bath, though. I did like that coming up. It seemed to be more effective, but that's about all I got. But I did do some research. So we're going to start out with a little bit in the background, as we always do, in the investigation. So hot tub Torry, let's go ahead and discuss the history. Everything that's been taught to us is a lie. So let's go ahead and discuss the history and the alleged origin of thermal water therapy, because that's essentially what this is. It's thermal water therapy. Got any ideas out there?
They would probably say it goes back to ancient times, Greeks and Romans. That's what they would allegedly say and have you say. Yeah, Greeks and Romans.
Yeah, that sounds, I mean, it sounds like you're on the right track. That's what they would allegedly say. The Greeks and Romans built the pyramids. Yeah. Well, they were black or melanated. I don't know. Nobody knows. All right, here we go. Somebody knows, but I don't. But the beneficial effects of thermal cures were well known since the ancient times, when men discovered the importance of water as an essential element for human life and built the first civilizations near the seas and rivers. The Indians and Greeks thought that water was on the basis of the world and of human beings. Also in Genesis of the Bible, water has been described as the origin of the cosmos. It was not long before men were discovering the beneficial properties of water, like its healing and disease protecting effects, because a lot of us were crawling around on all fours in caves and didn't understand, bacteria and sewage. You wash your hands in the same water that you piss in and you drinking it too. A lot of us were doing that. Due to its importance, water was seen as magic and considered a gift of divinity. Egyptians and the true Israelites used to plunge themselves in the sacred water of the Nile and the Jordan out there. That's the Jordan. Hindus in the Ganges River. It's filthy cesspool. You guys can Google the Ganges River and do an image of it. Oh my duh. But they've been bathing in that for years. In the Ganges River. They don't clean it out, and then probably why they smell like that when you go into some of those stores, just trying to pick up a Black and Mild, Swisher, and almost puke, your lunch out. I know you smell your ass, you son of a bitch. You're getting off on it. But Hindus were in that Ganges River, and they use it for the healing, their soul and body. In Egypt, the water has also been used for hygienic and cosmetology purposes. It seems Egyptian women used to practice water vapors to be more beautiful. And the legendary Cleopatra Jones out there used to make wraps with mud from the Dead Sea to maintain her legendary beauty. Nevertheless, to self-love, hot tub Torry, point, it was the Greeks that thermalism was born. Regardless of all that I just said.
Well, maybe.
I mean, it's
because
you said they ram that at the end.
Yeah, they don't really.
The Greeks weren't even washing their ass.
Yeah, and they
were having bum sex with little. Well, go ahead.
Our people, my people, Cherokee and Choctaw, Chickasaw, there were hot springs in the Americas that were very much utilized by
that's right
the indigenous people.
That's right,
for the same purposes,
to wash their ass,
and also for health reasons and ritualistic.
Okay. Also, they be in the steam and all that.
Yeah, they use them and do the rituals, and
get themselves dehydrated and start hallucinating.
I don't know about all that part, but
just a scientist. That's all.
Peyote for that.
All right. A little peyote while you're in the steam, but you know what I mean. But no, I hear you. But we're always going to give you guys big science and big geographies things so that you can dig in there and do your own thing, and then we'll always give you guys some balance out there, and we'll give you our 10 hat conspiracy theories that'll leave you questioning everything and everything that you know. Peer down those rabbit holes. Yeah, Sharuka said it's nasty. That Ganges River. Have you seen it, Self? Sounds nasty. The Ganges River. It's in India where they
dead
bodies and everything.
They're not taking care of that part of the world out there.
Mm-hmm.
Them people ho-po. And not the police. They too so poor they can't afford the other O and the R.
Well, they're all not poor. There's that wage.
I'm talking about where that people, where that is, and where those people are. That. Whew.
Sharuka said, "This is my first time watching y'all on my big screen, and wow, oh yeah, we got some shenanigans for you. Yeah, we got some shenanigans." Due to the supernatural power attributed to the warm waters, to your point, and the vapors, it's not surprising how the first thermal arose near the temples and natural hot springs. Ancient Greeks well knew the beneficial properties of sulfurous springs, especially for healing skin diseases and for relieving muscular and joint pain. In the Homeric poems and the Hesiod, many references are made to the use of restorative baths out there. Also, some of Greece's famous philosophers, such as Hippocrates, and Plato, wrote of the benefits of hydrotherapy. So ancient Greeks built thermal complexes on hot springs, believing that the water had the power to heal. They carved seats from natural rock, creating elegant and accommodating areas in which to bathe and relax and groom those young boys for the bum assault. The ancient Romans eventually copied the Greek style and advanced bathing techniques. So now, specifically, Self, so we kind of know the essence of it. So then somebody said to themselves, let's put this in some sort of like a tub type of thing. And do this ourselves so that we don't have to walk all the way up the mountain to the hot springs. You have any idea like when and from where this came from? Who they say, came up with this? Because it's probably some black kid in the projects.
I am running blank on that.
That's all right. That's what I'm here for. In the 40s, Self, in the 40s. So this is about time, when my mom was coming into this realm.
Yeah.
Hot tubs began to appear in the United States, inspired by Japanese ofuro, O-F-U-R-O, ofuro. Hydrotherapy pumps were introduced by jacuzzi. Fiberglass shell hot tubs appeared around 1970. So, as we know it, Self matriculated kind of, when we were brought into this matrix, and were soon superseded by cast acrylic shells. So, there's your science. And there's your history out there, your little background out there, the hot tubs out there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Very, go ahead.
Relaxing situation, if it's done properly.
Yeah, and that's what we're here to unpack in the second half today.
It's the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show. We do it for our people.
Yeah, I don't know what time it is.
Self Love Show, it's the Self Love Show. To expose they don't equal. The Self Love Show, the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show. We wordsmith 9
Mills.
The Self Love Show. You
know how the story goes. Y'all know how the story go. Self Love Show. Today we're dealing with hot tub health therapy. Good or bad? With Hot Tub Torry.
Take your shirt off and put a robe on and get in the tub. That's what we said. Bathhouse.
Oh no, I don't do bathhouses. That's a whole different thing. But y'all know how it goes. We have some great videos. I want you to check out. We'll be right back with you. Second half, we're going to explore more about it, talk about the benefits, bad, so-called bad issues, and expand the conversation. Y'all know how the story go.
You know, we over east, man. We chilling, me and my homie. And so he was on the phone. So this is how they caught us sleeping, because he was on the phone. I'm coming out the liquor store. I go to the car. He's still hollering at his homeboy at the phone. He come from the payphone to hop in the car. And while he hopping in the car, I'm thinking he just, finna finish hollering at his homie. He said, man, Twitch just gonna get him what he want. Like, what do you mean just get him what he want? I look. Man, I'm talking about he probably had a 4.5 or whatever. The motherfucking barrel looked like the size of a peanut butter jar hole that day, goddamn it. I was like, God damn. So my instincts, I got a little jewelry on, so I snatched my arm back a little bit. And he noticed I had, man, what you doing? And it looked like he was finna bang. Then that's when my guy was like, Twist, just gonna get to him. Then he heard him say, what, Twist? Then he realized it was me. And the same dude that was finna get me, he ended up telling me his rap name, broke it down to the knee, let my homie get in the car, sat there and spit a verse for me and everything, and let me go. Wow, that's what you call respect right there.
Right. Brother,
I'm wiping it though. I'm gonna wipe it. I'm gonna wipe it. I'm gonna say, hey.
Torry's oldest brother, between us. Torry made me at Beta. And so, he just wanted to say a few words before we let you go here.
Okay. Yeah. Brother Thomas, thank you so much for gracing us with your appearance, man. Grateful. You expanded our nation beyond belief. It's just a wonderful thing. And we would like to present you with the Self Love Show first annual Ernest Lee Thomas Achievement Award.
Oh man!
It's apropos that you are the first recipient.
And nope, we call it the Raj.
We're gonna call it the Raj.
Oh, I love it. Oh man.
Yeah, so we have it on order. So it's gonna come here. We're gonna show it to the show, and then myself or Tasia deliver it to you or ship it to you from there.
Thank you, brother.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, our government was giving away millions of acres of land, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land grant colleges to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farm. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with. And this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington, we are coming to get our check.
Chicago, you don't deserve a melanated quarterback. I'm from Chicago, born and raised pretty much my whole life. And Chicago, you're a racist town, in my opinion. I don't know what's in your heart, but it's a racist city. You know, even a lot of the black folks are self-hating black people. You know, you don't deserve a Pookie or Ray Ray quarterback. You don't deserve it. And if I'm Ryan Poles, if I'm going to keep my jobs out, I'm not even getting Caleb Williams. I'm going to get a stiff statue out there. Stand back there and process. Get rid of it quick because he runs a 7.44. That's who I'm getting. That's who you deserve. And I'll mess around and stick and shove Bilbo Badgett, Tyson Badgett down your throat for the next 7 years. Because that's what you deserve. You're a racist meatball, meathead city, which I love, in my opinion. Yeah. Bear down.
And it bows to his will. Nothing is as rebellious as the white man. Everything that God says thou shalt not do, the white man says, gee whiz, buddy, it's all right. Come on, try it. You like it, baby. It's okay. Gee whiz, you guys are too rigid. You only live once, man. Come on. You know that Chuck talks like that. I'm talking about Bob. I'm talking about Bill. I'm talking about Larry. You know the guys I'm talking about. No, listen, you acting like you don't know them. That's why we don't allow no white folks in here. Because if we had white folks in here, you'd be looking all behind you and wonder what Bob and Bill and Larry and Susie and Cindy might be thinking.
Man, I thank you guys for inviting me on. Thank you. Great format, very solid. You know, it don't have that low budget movie feel. You know what I'm saying? And we get that a lot in the black community, for real. Yeah. Like people look at us to be fuck ups. They look at us to be low budget. They look at us to be ignorant, stuttering, and use a whole bunch of and all of that. But no, they got the real deal on here. That everybody know who Torry and Mills is, baby. They know.
Hey, well, bro,
They're so ignorant.
So hey, but this platform's your platform. This platform's my platform. From Inglewood, California to
the
Chicago,
South Shore.
Crazy thing about it,
this platform is
made for you and me.
It's made for you.
The crazy and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. I was trying to get out the end of the preamble, but go ahead, bro.
Yes, y'all. Don't stop.
Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is what we represent.
It's the Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. We do it for our people. Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. To expose they don't equal. Yes, sir. The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. Wordsmith 9 Mills. The Self Love Show. You know how the story goes with the Self Love Show. Welcome back to the Self Love Show. Today, we're dealing with hot tub health therapy. Good, bad, and the ugly. We talked about the history and some of the, banter about where it came from. Now, gonna talk about benefits as well as the negative effects that can take place.
Yes, sir. Benefits and pitfalls. I used to play that on Atari 2600 and at the arcade. Pitfall.
Yeah, Pitfall.
A little stiff. Yeah, that's the kind of quarterback I give him. I put that guy from Pitfall back there, Peterman. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. I was like, hope to never see him play again.
Yeah. This is your quarterback, Chicago. This is what you deserve.
No, Justin Fields gonna come out fine out there.
All right, we'll see. All right, hot tub.
They move on. They move on. I might move on with Justin Fields, and then we'll see.
Yeah, I'd still support him, but I'd still support the Bears. But I hear you. Yes, I hear you, man. All right, hot tub therapy. Let's get a risk assessment and management. So we're gonna start up with unpacking. All right. So let's talk about some of the risk assessments for hot tub bathhouses, therapies, etc. Sharuka's been all over it to some point.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the bathhouses. Never been in one of those out there. Just the old hot tub at the rec center or LA Fitness. And you said the negative or good?
Yeah, the risk, the negatives, the dangers.
Usually they have a sign right there that says if you're in there for too long, you can make you dizzy, nauseous, pass out,
dehydration, overheating.
Yep, all of the above. For the short term, what have you. I personally don't adhere to their time frame or whatever.
Well, yeah, some people have some people have greater tolerance. They're able to like you said, to your point, tolerate it, a little longer or a lot longer.
Yeah, and then I know when to get out and sit on the side for a little while. So you don't.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Cool down a little bit.
Yeah, so you don't overheat and get all sick or what have you.
Yeah, and you want to take some sort of a risk assessment profile. Including the maintenance plan. It's got to be some sort of water treatment plan, regular inspections and reports of the hot tub condition. Because you can get Legionella, which is the bacteria that's responsible for Legionnaire's disease out there. It causes serious lung infection, and the bacteria thrives in warm, putrid nut soup water, such as in hot tubs, spa pools, and hydrotherapy pools. A Legionella risk assessment should include a water sampling and testing program, a disinfection and cleaning schedule, and a monitoring and record keeping. So Self Love brought up the one physical concern, that you want to look for, because anything you do can kill you. If anything, if you don't do it right or if you overdo it. Right, drink too much water. So, and I brought up, what Sharuka's been talking about. The bacteria. You don't know what's been going on in that thing before you got in there.
That's facts.
So
where I go and where I use is they do have a routine of cleaning and testing the water for the pH and such. And
they
don't
probably
have that in place. You can tell when you get there, and I don't get in
smell it.
You see it. It's like it's a foam that's on top of it.
That foam is bacteria.
Yeah, the foam
Bacteria gives that foam off. You think it's soap or something? Not you, but
right. It ain't soap. And if you cut
it's bacteria.
you cut the what's the name off, it goes away. Like, and you're like, whoa, what is this? And you turn it back on, and then it starts building up. That means it's dirty. And then you can, when it's before they clean it, you got to tell them they have to shut it down because it is dirt on the side of the thing. Then you got to tell them, hey, the hell are y'all doing here? You can't be running this like this. I paid my money to come in this place out there.
Sharuka said the risk is pregnancy and the clap. Yeah, and if you're a drop dead gorgeous white teen, you got to be looking out for bomb assault. You know what I mean? Somebody, that's what they're allegedly.
Yeah, where I go, it's out in the open, right by the pool. It's not in a private area.
I mean, I got you. I'm not saying that's where you go.
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
Right. To be clear, right?
Yes.
Right.
Right. I've never been in a bathhouse. I don't do the bathhouse. It's a hot tub, Torry. It's a hot tub.
My boy Joey White. My boy Joey White, he likes the bathhouse. I don't know if he's in the chat. I told him we were covering the material. Yeah, he sits in the bathhouse. He got pictures next to fat Italian guys sitting there with towels. He's sitting there looking down at his crotch. You know what I mean? Yeah, he won't get me in there. All right, but
I've never been in one. So
well, hydrotherapy risk management is a process of ensuring the safety and effectiveness of hydrotherapy, which is the use of water for therapeutic purposes. Hydrotherapy can involve immersion, movement, or application of water at different temperatures and pressures. Hydrotherapy risk management should include an induction and training of all users and staff, a clinical assessment of each patient, and a review of the contradictions and precautions for hydrotherapy. And then also, if you're not using it, because if you have certain medical conditions, or if you're a certain age, if you're really young or older, it could cause more health risks. Like, you shouldn't be in it as long. So cats not using it in concert with regular traditional therapies could be an issue, but that's not a hot tub problem itself.
Health, high blood pressure, and pregnancy, things of this nature, it says to steer away from being in the hot
It
tub.
actually says that. It says that. But Sharuka said the risk is pregnancy and the clap. I don't think she's talking about the same type of pregnancy you're talking about.
I wonder. I don't know where she goes. Man, you probably need to stay out of that place because.
Yeah, I hope you're not talking about at the Airbnb. Hope you're not getting in those. You might as well just fill it up full of bleach and sit in there if you want any chance of coming out of there without because we can't say on YouTube. Yeah. All right. So we're covering hot tub health, good or bad. We got hot tub Torry. He's a traditionalist. Says he doesn't, hang out in the bathhouses on the north side off Wrigleyville adjacent, Boys Town. Now, all right, some of the benefits associated with hot tub therapy self. Now, this is where you come in. Let's talk about, give the people some background of hot tub Torry. Were you doing this back in college?
Not really, no. I really come upon it, started using it regularly after I was hit and run over July 12, 2014. As soon as I got out the hospital, when I went back to work, we had a hot tub right on campus at the school I was working at the time, university. And I would spend my lunch time in there the whole time. And it helped a lot. with my hips and my back and my body. And then it got to a point.
What made you go in there? So you're in pain. What made you decide, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathhouse?
And no, it was in the rec center on campus. It was not.
Oh, that's right. Right. So, but what made you decide, man? Let me try this.
I had been in hot tubs before, you know what I mean? But you know,
probably a romantic type of thing.
Yeah, maybe not. It's just, not private ones, like outside a pool or something. I had been in them before, but when I realized there was one on campus, I'm like, okay, I can go to this, and I know I can go regularly. So I went, and then like it started off as a physical thing, and then it became more of a relaxing, from my mind, and I could sit there, and my mind could wander, and I could not be concerned about being in pain. So it became a more meditative.
Was it instant when you first got in there, or after 5 minutes you said, "Oh, this feels better"? Like,
no, because adjustment. Once I adjusted to the water, it was like, oh, I was adjusting to the water and not feeling the pain. The pain lessened.
And you're under the jets.
I sit in between the jets. I don't use the jets a whole lot. Maybe initially on somewhere that might be, a little knotted, but generally I'm pretty loose.
So why can't you just sit in a hot bathtub?
I could, but don't have really have a bathtub that's gonna that can come up to my neck and be completely immersed. And then nowadays, the people I meet in the hot tub, because it's co-ed, so men and women, it's in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So the conversations, it's great. It really
the building.
Yes.
Yeah, I never heard of that aspect. That's interesting. There's a benefit. See, these are lessons, not lectures.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm gonna go in there and I'm not gonna say nothing to nobody. You know what I mean? I got my times, but
I'm just gonna be a dick today.
No, just
hey, what's up, hot
quiet.
tub Torry?
Just quiet. No, if they ask me, if they talk to me, then
all right, I just need it clear.
Generally, I'm can not be, when I don't want to be noticed. I can not be noticed. I can just sit there and be quiet. Nobody say nothing to me. But most of the time, it's like I'm sitting there, I'm like in a meditative state, and then these people come in, and then there's conversations that happen, and they're beautiful builds.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's interesting. So, stress relief. Hot tubs can help you relax and unwind by calming your nervous system and improving your mood. Research shows that people who take hot baths instead of showers report lower levels of stress. So, I think this can actually help, since many of us allegedly suffer from hypertension due to salts and sugars and fried foods and other things that we may or may not enjoy. There's a benefit right there. If you're not gonna, most of us aren't gonna go to therapy, mental therapy, and sit down and, talk to a mental doctor. I'd say do both. Muscle relaxation. Hot tubs can ease muscle aches and pains by increasing blood flow and loosening tense muscles. A hot tub soak before exercising may also reduce the risk of injury. How about this one, Self? Does it improve your sleep? Have you noticed?
Yeah, I mean, the relaxation aspect. So when the rest of your day is way less tense, at least your body. So when it's time to wind down, it's easier to wind down.
Yeah. And in this hot water therapy, essentially, like hot tub Torry said, you don't necessarily have to
go to one of these places to do it, you can parking lot pimp it right there at home. So some people are suffering from, insomnia and fibromyalgia. What the hell is that?
That's it's a autoimmune disease where they nerves just strike and send pain messages from various spots, and
I can see how this could help. So if you're an insomniac out there, this could definitely help you. Brother Wordsmith is talking about the pain relief, and big ups and a yo to Santos de la Rosa. Shruka said you'll be super relaxed after riding the jets.
Shruka been riding some jets somewhere.
They be riding the jet.
She be riding the jet.
She said they be riding the jet while y'all talking. Yes. Yes. All right, Sharuka, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I expected. I used to sit there. Guys like, we're going to the bathhouse. All right, well,
Yeah,
I heard them talking. It was like, it was at the bathhouse. I'm like, what?
The bathhouse, that's something different. If she's talking about riding the jets at the gym, then that would be a very awkward have a conversation if somebody is sticking their bum up to ride the jet while we're talking. The jet's not right by you down there anywhere obvious where you could just you'd have to be slightly standing, knees bent, and that would be it for an awkward conversation.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, somebody turn these jets up. All right, then we got so pain relief. Hot tubs can relieve pain from arthritis, as we mentioned, fibromyalgia, and other chronic conditions by reducing inflammation and stiffness in joints and tendons. Water also supports your body and takes the weight off your joints, which helps improve flexibility and range of motion, which could have been helping you too. The heat, and then you're not getting all that gravity, which in my opinion is a farce. Gravity is a farce, but go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
in my
definitely it's definitely easier on the joints doing anything, so just sitting there, it's easier on the joints because it's taking some of the weight of the mass off out of your body because of the density of the water.
But I see your point. I mean, mankind, we're social by nature. And I mean, yeah, you could do it. And maybe your days of solitude are the days you might decide, hey, I'll just do it at home today. I'm just speaking, not necessarily you. And then I can see the social aspect, the benefits, like minds and hearing people's story, why they're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that crazy bat who hit you would have, relax in a hot tub before she got behind the wheel, you would never be hot tub Torry.
Man, facts, because it changed my life for sure.
Absolutely. That's a major life-changing event. That's crazy, bro. But better heart health, right? I think you said this. They can lower your blood pressure out there. So I'm a candidate to, at minimum, start taking those hot baths out there. Sitting there like Tony Montana, the Pelicans. Look at the Pelicans play. The Diaz brothers. Fuck the Diaz brothers, and in the snap. I'd sitting there, my wife would think I was crazy. Yeah, you know what I mean? Being there talking to myself. Trust? Don't talk to me about trust, Manny. You know what I mean? I'd be sitting in there, God. Trust. Who put this together? You know what I mean? Who put this together? He didn't seem relaxed. Tony Montana didn't seem relaxed in the hot tub that day, huh? Was it the cocaine? Was it the booger sugar?
Yes, it was definitely.
I think it was the booger sugar. Now that I look back on it, his blood pressure wasn't going down
at all. Shit. And the conversation he was having on top of that.
Yeah, boy, it was him though, because Manny was calm. And even his babe was over there doing a booger sugar, telling him, calm down, Yeah, but Tony Montana, he knew he wasn't long for this earth. Guys like that, they take it to the limit. Do what I'm gonna do and it don't matter who I do it to, it don't matter. Gonna get it. Yeah, take it to the limit. Yeah, Sharuka. Hey, so Sharuka come to the bathhouse and had you covering your breast up. He'd had me covering my breast up, sitting over there on the jets. All right. You know what I mean?
Standing up talking about some.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, what you think about the politics?
The
That's not happening.
The politics, you know what I mean?
Thinking somebody can ride the jets.
Yeah. Security.
Why they having
All
a
right.
conversation with me? What the heck? No, doesn't
Hot
work
tub
like
Torry.
that in the gym.
So
out
you
there.
hot tub Torry, huh? All right. Yeah,
Don't work
but
like that at the gym out there.
Yeah. So, if the doctor's telling you to pop this pill and that pill, we're not telling you don't pop this pill and that pill. That's, that's your body. Your body, my body, your body. It's your body, babe. But the CDC, my point is this. It can lower your blood pressure. Okay. It helps with cardiovascular health which means you don't have to have been diagnosed with it. So there could be some things going on that you're not even aware of, knock on wood. So it can help lower the blood pressure and improve heart health by widening blood vessels out there and increasing circulation out there. Some studies suggest that hot water immersion may reduce cardiovascular risk and mortality, especially for people who have limited ability to exercise.
Yeah, and that's fact, but just make sure you do the recommended amount of time and until you know exactly what your body can handle.
Funny you said that, because that's what we're going to get in. Well, it's the next topic after this one, but we are going to get in. I'm going to query you about, the ideal temperatures and things like that. We don't want you guys going out there and then passing out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So here we go. This isn't about, the jets in your bum, right, Self?
Not at all out there.
This is why we could barely put the video up. YouTube is already tripping. What they Self? YouTube is tripping like these guys. He's sitting there with his robe on. They can see all through your computers. You Google. They know what's going on. But I'm surprised that one ain't started talking yet. Eerie. But here we go. Compare and contrast bathhouses today. Yeah. You've made it clear that's not your joint. It's not your Jones. But the bathhouses today, this is just something I want to talk about versus the Greeks' bum management and cultivation that was going on back in the 1600s, or whatever the fuck the Greeks, it wasn't the 1600s, but it was before that.
Hey, like I said, I've never actually been in a bathhouse, so it'll be very hard for me to, I don't know. It would seem similar from the description.
Yeah, I mean, Hollywood
and from the photos.
They call them. This is my apprentice. Go ahead, though, fella.
And there are a lot of photos of famous and political people in Chicago in the bathhouses downtown or wherever those bathhouses are. I don't even know.
Was Harold Washington depicted in one?
I never saw him in one.
Okay.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Obama. Yep.
Obama?
Yep. Jesse Jackson Jr. and Sr.
Well, I wanted you to clarify it, so we're going to pull that. Since you don't,
I don't. Yeah, so I can't.
Yeah, you can't really,
clarify any of it.
No more than I could.
Right. I've never been to one, so there's,
All right. Yeah, because I know I didn't hear about them. And then all of a sudden, man, when I was working at Lurs over there, bathhouse, I'm like, man, y'all go to bathhouses? It's a cesspool of, because a lot of cats didn't study biology. And, when I was at Drop Dead Gorgeous William H. Ray School, I got an A on a science paper I did. It was a science fair project out there itself on biology out there and germs and stuff. Help me. I used to select topics that I knew would help me somewhere in life. Now I'm in the kitchen and I got the chicken, I don't have the raw chicken sitting on top of my salad. And you know what I mean? Stuff like that. You learn to respect for the things you can't see. Oh yeah. I don't just eat stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we do want to get into ideal temperatures. So if you might want to take a break, we got a word from our sponsor.
In the morning, 97.1 FM. Weekends in the morning with Weenie in the butt. WQHG 97.1. 97.1. 97.1. Weenie in the butt. In the morning, cool weekends. FM. Weenie. And the butt. Manic Monkey 97.1. Cool weekends in the morning. All weekend long. Weenie and the butt. In the morning. On the radio. FM. Dickie the Punchline Donkey on Cool 97.1. Cool weekend. On the radio. In the morning. FM. Cool. WQHG. Cool weekends. In the morning. On 97.1. 97.1. Weenie in the butt. 97.1. In the afternoon. In the afternoon.
Oh my God.
WQHG. Turn it on and rip the knob off. You're listening to the radio. Weenie in the butt.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
All right. So big ups to 97.1 and Winnie in the Butt. They're been sponsoring us for, I think, the last 3 or 4 weeks. We got a call from them. We hadn't been running their ad. So, hey, they're on the radio out there, in the mornings. You might see them at the bathhouse. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's talk about that, because this is, somebody might want to, be seriously want to use this therapy, and we definitely don't want you passing out. Yeah. And if you got any medical conditions, we would always suggest you talk to them about it and see if it's feasible for someone, having your condition. You know what I mean? Because you might have a hairpiece, and they might not let you wear what do you call that? The thing they wear when you get in the swimming pool, a hair cap for your herpes. You know what I mean? They might not want that at the bathhouse sitting on the jets. You know what I mean? They might not want your hairpiece, on the jets. So that's just, these are things to be considered in all seriousness. Yeah. You know any ideal temperature stuff? Do you know when you're coming out there? Do you have a thermometer? Do you go out there and know what you're looking for? Or do you have any idea
what I'm looking for? I want it to be hot.
But you don't know the temperatures.
No, I don't know the temperatures. I think I saw.
Take a gander. The human body is 98
102 or something like that. 102.
You're right. You're right at the median. You're right at the ballpark. Well,
106. I'm like,
yeah. No. 102. You're about there. You're about there. But yeah, 102 is in the range that you're looking for. Yours might be higher, since you said you want it hotter. The ideal temperature for a hot tub depends on your personal preference, your health condition, and the season. If it's steamy and muggy out there and you've been sweating all day and you just came in there, you know what I'm saying? You're hot. It's different from what you might want it at, and it's 40 below zero out there. I bet you want it even hotter then, don't you, Self?
I definitely don't. I want it hotter. I want it hot when I get in there. If I choose to get in it, I want it hot. I don't want it to be 96. I don't want it to feel like a warm bath.
Right, like a nut soup.
It's a waste of time. If it feels like a warm bath, then it's not going to do what I need it to do.
Now, and that depends on, that's a good point you made. Now, you can, have a thermometer at home, boil some water. It depends on how hot your water get, but you can add hot boiling water and get the temperature to where you want it at.
Yeah.
Now, according to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, the water temperature of a hot tub is best between 100 and 102. So you hit the nail on the head, because you probably like it a little higher than that 102 or,
Yeah.
Temperatures above this range can be too hot and cause health problems such as overheating, dehydration, dizziness, and fainting. Some people may like the water to be body temperature at around 98, that's Fahrenheit, while others may enjoy it hotter up to 104. And that's why I said you're probably right there. And that's the standard max temperature for most hot tubs. You can test out different temperatures, see what feels more, comfortable for you. However, so if this is something you naturally knew, you didn't have to listen to the CDC and get that jab.
We're not saying nobody should not have gotten a jab. We're not saying that. But so to your point, it says here, overheating, the body temperature 98 was enjoyed, which is standard temperatures. You can test out different temperatures, see what feels. Oh, okay, here it is. You should not soak for more than, and you probably knew this intuitively. I would do this in a hot bath, like, man, I gotta get out of here. All right, but you can't soak for more than 15 minutes at one sitting in 104 water. So if you live in a hot climate or during the summer, you may want to lower the temperature a bit to make it more refreshing. Some hot tub Tories like to keep the spa temperature below 98 in the summer. On the other hand, if you live in a cold climate during the winter, you may want to increase the temperature a bit to make it more cozy. Some hot tub Tories like to keep the spa temperature at 101 in the winter.
Yeah.
What about kids? Go ahead.
And
then after you say that, would you put your kids in it? Go ahead.
My aunt, Charlene, God bless her soul. She had hot tub. It's a hot tub outside my mom's apartment right now, and we ain't use it because it, it's kind of expensive to use or whatever. But when she first got it in the winter, I think one Christmas, we was all in the hot tub. It was nice. You wouldn't even thought it was cold outside.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice. Yeah, that's got to be relaxing too. All the steam coming up, and it's getting in your pores and your skin and everything. That's got to be nice.
It is a great feeling being in there, bro. Man.
Yeah. So any risk?
I stay really long. So you know what I mean? I don't at 15 minutes.
You can go longer sessions in that.
I'm in there at least an hour.
Before you get out?
Well, I might sit on the side, just pull up and get on the side.
Yeah.
If I'm overheated or whatever for 5 minutes.
This is good stuff. Y'all listen to Hot Tub Torry. This is how you do it. Go ahead.
And then, get right back on in. Get back to the meditation. And, feel it out. When I'm overheating.
Well, yeah, you do. And that's what the research says. The most important thing is to listen to your body and pay attention to the warning signs of overexposure, such as headache, dizziness, sweating excessively or not at all. Watch it when you're not sweating. Low pulse, itchy or tingling skin, unquenchable thirst, sleepiness out there, disorientation, or dark colored urine.
Okay, I also forgot to state that I go with a gallon of alkaline water and 52 ounces of orange juice. And I don't usually finish those. But I might get through half of them, half of the gallon of water and half of the 52 ounces
in 1 hour.
Yeah, an hour to an hour and a half.
See, do you get out of it or you just piss right in it?
No, I don't piss in there.
Well, this is your concern. I mean, you may not do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, there's so much goddamn chlorine in there sometimes your ass be burnt. Which I think is also it's a positive and a negative.
Well, you're gonna get chlorine. That's one thing. Big science is gonna get into your body one way or the other. And fluorine too. Yeah. She said, and he pees in the pool. She said the same thing I said. And she probably said it before she heard me say it because it's on a delay.
Yeah. But I did not. I do not.
They're drinking gallons of liquids. You know what I mean? But hey, this is Hot Tub Torry, and he's not gonna lie. We're gonna make that clear. These are lessons, not lectures. So if you should be listening to anyone about this, you should be listening to Hot Tub Torry. This is, what we know. He's experienced this. I'll be the first to tell you I haven't outside of a hot bath, which may have been lukewarm. Okay. We'll make that clear. Now, pregnant women self-love. Hot Tub Torry mentioned this. Children, elderly, and people with certain medical conditions or medications should consult their doctor, consult big medicine before, just jumping off the porch and getting into a hot tub. All right. You may need to relax at a lower temperature or for a much shorter duration. Don't get out there and jump off the porch and think you're hot tub tour and you're going to be in there for an hour.
No, do not do that.
This
I didn't
guy's-
even start with an hour. So
Well, he's improving his endurance in many ways throughout his lifetime and his mental capacities. He's solving these riddles. And you guys, most of you, you know what I mean? You haven't investigated your super ego, most of you. I'm not talking about all of you. The shoe fits. You haven't, seek the knowledge yourself. But go ahead, Self. You haven't challenged yourself.
Oh, riddle.
Oh, okay. You're matriculating. Also, drinking alcohol or not drinking enough water can increase the risk of dehydration and overheating. So it's advisable to avoid or limit alcohol consumption and to keep a bottle of water handy, as Hot Tub Torry said he does, when using the hot tub. So, a lot of us like to sit there and, we sitting there like Tony Montana with our champagne, sitting there drinking that hot Hennessy. Some people like to heat it up. You know what I mean? Yeah. We wouldn't advise that. Well, shorten your duration if you're going to do it. But then you might pass out, fall asleep, and you can wake up dead.
You're outside your body, huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
be
what
out.
happened? Hey, I can't touch.
They're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. Starting off, you should, see what you can tolerate as far as 15 minutes or less. And, short, fine spurts are recommended to begin. Because it can heat you up inside, and you can overheat, and you can get dizzy, you can pass out.
Israel said the meds will come out of their pores. That's possible.
True.
Yeah, it's very possible. All right. Any exercises or activities you do while you're in these cesspools?
I don't deal with cesspools.
While you're in the hot tub, Torry. Any physical activity?
Sometimes I, do, like lifts or whatever, something like that, or dips to my chin and up. Yeah, but most of the time I'm in contemplative, meditative state.
Yeah. Now, they suggest maybe arm circles, the arm circles, this can help strengthen your shoulders, arms, and chest. To do this, you guys know how to do it. You stand in the hot tub. Do you see people doing stuff like this while in yourself?
Yeah.
Arms extended to the side and
leg kicks and things of that nature.
Yeah. Bicycle kicks. Yeah. Side bends. Side bends I need to incorporate more. I used to always see older people doing it. That loosens up the hips. The side bends. You got I need to.
I do that all the time naturally because
I do this one for my sciatica, but I don't be loosening up the hip.
I had.
You got robotic hips, don't you?
Yeah, well, not exactly robotic, but they're metal.
Cadaver?
No, they're metal.
Yeah, but you still want to loosen up the tendons and stuff around it.
All of that. All of that.
So you kind of went there already, but can you describe for the Self-Love Nation what Hot Tub Torry, you said you went today. Kind of give us a background of what your mindset, your spirit, or your body, what you were feeling like before you got there, and then during your session, and then after your hot tub treatment? Take us through that.
Today I got up and I had to make some pickups for work, and so there was a lot of lifting and loading the van that I'm working in. And then I went to the kitchen, and there was a lot of disarray about the day, you know, things came along or whatever. But I left there like, yeah, doing the show about hot tub today. I'm going right there right now. So this is probably about
work-related stress.
12. Yeah,
Probably had your
12,
pressure up.
12:30. I was like, tomorrow is going to be something else. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to go relax. I'm going to go rest, because tomorrow is quite likely to be something else. May not be, but I'm looking for the positive. But
well, hold it right there. And I want you to keep going through this. A good family member, one of the guys, recently had a stroke. Get well, brother.
Oh man.
And he was indicating how much work-related stress he was having before the incident. This is why we do this. You know, some guys keep going with it. Other guys go get in the hot tub. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to the hot tub. I went straight to the hot tub. I kind of got in there with the intention of not really sharing or talking. But it was a gentleman and a younger lady, older gentleman and a younger lady, conversating, and Spirit said speak. So
was she
involved. No, not. I wouldn't say she was fat. She was a little overweight, but not fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you sat in there for an hour drinking your juices, not pissing, and
somebody else came in. Other people came, people left. And I had one good dude in there. He was a trip. He enjoys his life. And believe it or not, his name is Charlie Brown.
Seriously?
I'm like, okay. But he enjoys his life, boy, because we talked for about 45 minutes. But he talked to everybody that came anywhere in the vicinity, though. So he's one of those people.
So after you talked to Charlie Brown and you got out, how did you feel?
I felt great. It was time to go. I had been in there, because I say I'm going to stay 15 more minutes, and then it'd be 20 minutes. And then I got to pull myself out of there. And I'm like, okay, I'm gone. And got in the shower, put my clothes on, said, okay. Figured out what I was going to pick up to eat on my way to the crib. And I can lay it down, meditate, sleep for the show.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've definitely learned a lot. So you wouldn't recommend any local bathhouses? I'll save that for Joey White. Joey White, if you can hear me, or anyone can recommend any bathhouses that are clean for the people, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead and do that in Chicago area. But you recommend any places where, somebody can go? I know you mentioned some places earlier.
I personally go to LA Fitness and Sportes facilities for the most part, unless out of town or what have you, hotel or what have you has one, then definitely will do that on vacation. Like I said, it's like a meditation.
Yeah, you shouldn't even stay in a hotel that don't have one hot tub, Torry. You got get this on the channel.
Well.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You're not booking the room?
Yeah, I'm not booking the room. And sometimes the ones that got them nowadays, I'm not paying for that room out there.
Yeah, no, all right. So we can't recommend any bathhouses, but we did recommend some local joints you can go to. If you want to unwind and use this therapy. Did you notice any posted health ratings? You know, you go in a restaurant and it says this is an A, and then you go in another restaurant and this is a C or a B. Do they do something like that?
Well, all of the LA Fitnesses are not the same. So
that sucks.
Or sports is. So
So there's no food and health people going around like Charlie Newman testing the waters and making sure.
I think there is, but I think like if you know about the places, we knew when the inspections were coming.
Yeah. City that works.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I think happens.
I'm coming next week. Have my cash ready.
Yeah, have everything ready and everything cleaned up and all of that.
Yeah, you ain't even got to clean it up. Just have the money ready. I'm gonna write this up. Save yourself the trouble. All right. But yeah, no, I hear you. All right. So all right. I think we covered it. I'm going to get into the poll question, but did you have any final things you want to say about the benefits and just the overall experience and any recommendations?
For me, it's more about the meditative state, the kind of out-of-body experience, along with, like minds conversing and building, and be some very interesting conversations. And I learned a lot.
If you had to, is it more of a benefit to your body, your mind, or your spirit? If you had to,
it's all inclusive to me.
One doesn't outweigh the other.
No, well, it depends on what I need that day, really.
Sharuka, he totally peed on all of it.
In my back.
Sharuka said you're out here pissing on people in the hot tub. So
yeah, she'd be standing up with the jet. In conversation.
Yeah, so Sharuka and the Jets. Jets. Ruka.
In the hot tub.
Ruka and the Jets.
In the hot tub.
Ruka and the Jets. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Poll questions. Here we go. Hot tub / bathhouse therapy. All right. / So you can ignore the bathhouse, hot tub, Torry. We clearly know your position on that. So hot tub therapy is, your choices were extremely beneficial. Choice number 2, snake oil medicine. Okay. Choice number 3, a cesspool of dreams. Choice number 4, sign me up for hot tub therapy. And the final selection is unsure. All right. Unsure. Okay. Now, unsure got 0 votes. Found that interesting. So people either they knew what they knew about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't no hot tub. When I came up, we lived in apartments, didn't even have showers. All it was a hot bath.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Now, most places don't even have bathtubs.
Right.
Got showers. That's interesting. So, the next one was sign me up. 18% of the respondents went with sign me up. So that means, all right. A cesspool of joins. I think I know who voted for this. A cesspool of joins.
Who would be in there with the Jets?
Yeah. Sharuk and the Jets.
Adding to it.
Yeah. Sharuk and the Jets voted cesspool of germs. So 18, those who knew it blew it. Now, 18% matching sign me up said it's a cesspool of germs. Okay. 12% came in at snake oil medicine. So add that 12% to the 18% of those who probably wouldn't participate and miss out on all the benefits that Hot Tub Torry so eloquently broke down from his experience, physical, mental, and spiritual. You guys want to ignore the data. You guys want to be ignorant. That's fine. We're going to present you with the information anyway, and we're going to ram it down your proverbial throats. So here we go. Snake oil medicine was 12%. Extremely beneficial. Okay. Flat out, 53%. So 53% plus the 18%, you know what I mean? That's 71% of individuals polled feel somewhat affectionate about hot tub therapy / bathhouse therapy. Okay. Now, where'd you come in at, Self? I think I may know, but there's a couple
Extremely
options.
beneficial.
Flat out.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to sign me up because I'm already involved. So,
I was known. My showers, they don't make them too hot. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're hot showers, but I dated somebody. Damn. Are you kidding me? You stand in this water? What are you, Sybil? This was in college. You know what I mean? Are you possessed? The fuck? But teach his own. Like Self said, Self, likes those hot temperatures. But now, that being said, my history of, the hot bath, not at the bathhouse, personal bathroom, I would have to say sign me up because I haven't done it. I can't say sign me up. People go to spas. It's some things that Pookie and Ray Ray have decided that we don't owe ourselves, right? We can go out there and smoke all the reefer and drink all the Henny. That's what that's fine. That's fine too, right? So
if that's what you want,
yeah.
Do what thou wilt.
Yeah. You can also go out there and, balance it and lower your blood pressure in other ways besides eating Harold's chicken and, Uncle Remus. Because, that's what this health series is about. It's really about rebuilding our nation. So now let's get to the riddle. Riddle me this, riddle me that. You guys have been waiting around for me to process it. Let's see.
Oh, I put it in the chat.
You put something in there out there? What you put in there? What you put in there? What did you put in there?
Oh, the answer. Swims.
100% right. Why didn't I catch that? Where are you? I don't see it.
When you mentioned it, because I had forgot all about it until you mentioned it a little while ago. And I was like, oh. And then I saw it.
Yeah, it just came to you. I figured you'd get it. That's what I said with dyslexia. And I said, yeah. I said Self Love should know this. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Dealing with water as well. So
yeah, very appropriate. Yeah. Great job. Great job, Self Love. Self Love against the chat has won again. Fantastic. So we've reached the end of the topic. Still got a little more. Don't go nowhere. We got Wordsmith's final words coming up. This topic on Black health and hot tub therapy. I hope you guys, had a good time and learned something new and useful from this episode. We appreciate Hot Tub Torry sharing his experience with the Self Love Nation and thus the world. We've covered the benefits and the risks of using hot tubs for your well-being, such as stress relief, muscle relaxation, pain relief, improved sleep, better heart health. We've also discussed some of the safety precautions and recommendations you should probably, follow before and after using a hot tub, such as checking the water temperature, limiting soak time, staying hydrated with water, and consulting a physician. We've also shared some tips and tricks, on, we didn't get there, but how to enhance your hot tub therapy. But I imagine there's ways, you sit there, you listen to music. Hot Tub Torry said the conversation, with other like minds is an enhancement for him personally. Some folks have used aromatherapy, music, as I mentioned, and things like that nature, maybe even, blunt therapy. Who knows? Now, hot tub therapy can be a great way to relax and enjoy the benefits of hydrotherapy, especially if you use it in concert with your doctor's therapies and with living a healthy lifestyle. You should always be aware of the potential hazards and complications that can arise from overexposure and improper usage. You should also respect your own limits and preferences and find temperatures and durations that suit you best. Remember, hot tub Torry therapy is not a substitute for medical treatment. And you should always seek professional, I can't stress this enough, professional advice if you have any health concerns or questions. We hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Self Love Show. Stay tuned for more episodes where we'll be exploring more mysteries, myths, legends, and conspiracy theories from around the world. Until then, keep asking why. Do you have any stories or anecdotes related to the hot tub? We'd love to hear it. If you have any feedback, questions, or suggestions for future episodes, feel free to contact us in the comments, or you can call, text 424-900-6945. We'd love to hear from you and learn more about your thoughts and opinions. Remember, ask not what B1 Culture can do for you out there, but what you can do for B1 Culture out there. As always, question everything and everybody. The Self Love Show. This ain't Kansas, Dorothy. Peer down these rabbit holes and do your own research, but use caution and discernment, because sometimes when you stare into the abyss, that abyss is going to stare right back at your black ass. Peace, self-love, honor, and respect. Okay. All right. I'm still having, there's no date issue as it stands. I forgot about that. So next week, there's a positive. There's a light, what do you call that?
Light,
shiny lining
Positive
around.
spin,
Yeah.
Silver lining, yeah.
There it is, silver lining. All right. Yeah, so November 14th, I have to do some work. I'll reach out to the guests. Looks like we're going to be doing Black Artivism. We got a big guest, Mario Van Peebles. Did I get that name right?
No, it's Mario Smith. And I'm not dancing because of the guest. November 14th is.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Going around the globe. Shruka said, great show. Thank you. You got your new big TV. You know what I mean? Look at you. She thinks she's better.
Right up on it.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than herself because she's got a big TV. You know what I mean?
No, she's just enjoying the view. That's all.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so we got a lot to unpack. And yeah, that'll be Hot Tub Torry's born day. Oh, nice. And then out there, you guys can always check us on Sundays before the Bears game. It's usually at 10 a.m. Central. No. The Bears kick off at what, 12?
Yes.
So it's usually at 11 a.m. Central. Mouthpiece included. Anybody can pull up. That's where we talk sports and politics. But if you do decide to pull up, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece out to him.
Don't forget it.
Get left all wet.
Yeah. 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 It's just not a good look forgetting your mouthpiece. You know what I mean? We sit around, we make fun, but it's just not a good look. So this, of course, brings us to my personal favorite part of the whole shebang. And that's where we get quality discourse. Wordsmiths, final. Way out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there.
So, it's a continuation of the health series. Ain't no mystery. We discuss the history and bring you up to date of every single topic that we propagate. It's hot tub therapy, married with edutainment and engagement. We breathe to bring you enlightenment, edutainment that can guide you quick to think better, do better, live better, come together. Because that's really what we need. And you need to take any kind of therapy that'll help you achieve where we all want to go. And that's for us to grow successful together. The time is now, like it's never been. It's time to spend your mind on your inspiration. Propagate it to our whole nation, so we can stop all the invasions that they tried to put in us. Don't you know they want to lead us to ashes and dust, crush our spirits without merit. You hear it? So that's why I go get up in the hot tub. It's the truth. It helps my mind, body, and soul come out of there, and my mind grows. Words. And, you know, it's been a great time. The show has been excellent. Learned a whole lot.
Copyright this.
Yeah, I learned a lot too, bro. I honestly did, as per usual. Opt into the information. You guys opt in and you win. Big ups to knowledge. Knowledge born.
Do you think you are the one?
Honestly, I don't know.
You know what that means? It's Latin. Means know thyself.
Bullets. A boomerang.
Stand your ground.
Murder. The suicide.
Yeah, an eye for an eye.
Silence. Violence.
You see something, say something.
Real. Real. Slave theory. You want to be a slave?
Puzzled all the ministers, asking no
Follow
attorneys.
these
I spoke
ingredients.
that unfamiliar tongue that baffled all the
Greed
clergy. My soul is like a
plus
living drum,
ego
mastering the earthly.
and a whole lot of
in their
fear.
lessons and they passes never heard me. I'm out
Now
of
you're
the
a slave.
curriculum, like the Merovingian, righteous ghetto
Yeah, because
Indian.
charity plus
Asiatic
humility
gentlemen, ways
times
to have a
love
simple
is
10.
freedom.
They are fighting Hierophants, cardinals, and bishops.
Your
Marches
mind.
with they fists up, and vision nation battle steady arches with they wrists up. Lyrics for the stick up, kids starving for a stick up. I came to elevate the world, my heart would never give up. Mind forever focused, there's a time forever.
Learn how to
noticed.
say no
Till the jars
comment.
be breaking and keep shining so they notice. They say
You
the
know.
student's ready, the teacher appears. Cause he
Do
was
not
always there, you just didn't see
answer
it was here.
questions.
It's time to make the people aware. Time to make the people aware. Man, know thyself.
Question everything.
Fear is cap. It's an illusion.
Vibrate love.
And forgiveness is love's highest vibration.
So do something charitable for a so-called enemy and end the beef.
You never die when you breathe in the Holy Spirit. Swine ain't divine, the people
Self Love Nation, we say healthy people heal that people.
Because we know for sure, hurt people gonna try to hurt people.
Mr. Zodiac, a law picture like a pillar in the canopy. I'm glad our hearts different.
Free Larry Hoover, man.
Expressing this a classic art
Free
picture
Jeff
for the
Ford.
homies feeling lonely with a rather
Free all
large
the
dinner.
guys.
Sitting at the bar with
Prison
another
of
glass of
slavery.
hard liquor, give a toast. If existence blowing smokes, my prescription. Reality is a casualty when folks live in fiction. Holy hope,
Walk on water.
permission from the post. Intermission, this is broken
Move
inhibition.
mountain.
Dangerous epiphany, you woke in every Christian saying nature is a mystery. Study ancient history, patient
Yes,
all
sir.
pagans, calling all sages, wall-to-wall haters. In the
Yeah.
time
I'm
of
supposed to do that.
This is all a false matrix, hoping that the
They
Lord
say
saves,
all we
bringing
need
back
is the
our
faith
pure
of a
status.
mustard
Our pure
seed.
status. Man, know thyself.
And we
I
got
will eat
way
the right
more than
foods
that.
I grow myself. 'Cause the wrong way stole my health.
It's shorter than last week.
Now and nobody else.
I ain't even got no mustard seeds in the crib.
Know thyself. I will eat the right
Hey,
foods that I
that's
grow
shorter than
myself.
last week, bro.
'Cause the wrong way stole my health. I'm glad to be me now and nobody else.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through. Balls to bone.
Still got them.
Yeah, man.